Hi, I'm Pamaline King Burns, and this is Sapphire Lee's. And we are coming to you today, first of all, to thank you for being here today on March 3rd, 2021, a day of action. And we're going to be asking a few things of you so that you can help us mitigate this egregious situation of maternal and infant mortality here in Kansas. Before we get into it, what exactly is maternal mortality?
It is where mom has died in the process of giving birth while she's pregnant or within that first year after having a baby.
So it could be, oh my God, she could die during childbirth, like you said, or up to a year after
Yes,
having given birth. How does
up
that
to a
happen?
year after. A lot of times there are cardiac heart issues. Preeclampsia, a lot of people don't know, can actually happen after you've had the baby. Your blood
Oh,
pressure can spike and give you a lot of issues.
yeah.
And there are a number of health conditions that can affect moms even after their pregnancy has ended and they've given birth.
Wow. Wow. And then, of course, I know about the infant mortality where a baby dies before they can celebrate their first birthday, right? Is that what that is?
Yes, that's what
It's
that
born
is.
alive. Go ahead.
All around the state, in almost every zip code, Black babies are about twice as likely to die before their first birthday than their white neighbors.
Yes. And every time I share that with someone, in general conversation, or if I'm presenting and I'll say something like that, and people's eyes are wide, they're like, why? What's going on? And don't you think that time is out for the mom or the victims to be blamed for what is happening? What's going on?
Yeah, it's far past time for us to wake up in Kansas and start actually taking action on this issue in a way that doesn't victim blame. The
Yeah,
system is the way that the system is, and the
yes,
system churns out consistent results because of the way that it's set up. We need to
absolutely.
be mindful of what's causing these deaths and take
Yeah.
action.
You've hit on the system. I always call it systemic racism. And it's too bad. I wanted to tell you that even though Black babies are dying at a higher rate, so are brown babies. And so are the babies' numbers for people who write in when they're asked what race are you. Sometimes people put other,
Yes.
or that kind of thing, and if there's any kind of mixture, that's happening as well. And so it's not just the moms, it's not just their fault that the pressures are high, and the babies are not surviving. And there's so much in our system, like you said, not our physical system, but in our structural system. I would say that really wears on not our nerves. I know someone just finished my sentence for me, but it's our nerves, it's our patience, it's our physiological self, it's our mental health. It's so many things that contribute to not being well enough to survive a birth.
Yeah.
Wow. I have never said that before. I almost started crying just now. It's a terrible thing. As you were talking, man, I had a vision of there is an African proverb, I believe, that says that when 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 enough spiders create a web, I'm paraphrasing it, of course I would. When enough spiders create a web, it can contain a lion. And when you were talking, I was visualizing the web of networks that are forming to address this problem or these problems. No way moms should die in childbirth, and the child as well. I don't like it. I don't want it to continue to happen. We've been dealing with this, Sapphire, for over 30 years. Over. since I was a young thing, and I'm long in the tooth. You know what I'm saying? We've been dealing with this for a long time. Sedgwick County has the dubious honor or dishonor or reputation of having one of the highest infant mortality rates in the country. I can say that I've seen it for years.
Yeah.
I haven't done much work with maternal mortality, but that's going to change because once I get a hold of something, I don't let it go. And you're the same way. And we're asking everyone to do these three things: contact an elected official, especially the ones who are in your district. Let them know that, yes, you want them to say yes to this bill. You want this bill discussed. You want it to come to fruition. That's number one, right? Did I say
Yes,
that okay?
you
Okay.
did. And we will have a link in this event where you can
Okay.
click on it, and it's really convenient. You just fill in your information and it sends it off for you.
Nice, nice. How easy is that? And the second thing we want you to do is to help inform your networks. It doesn't matter what your networks are. Every single one of us should be counted. So if it's faith based, that's awesome. If it is civic based and you have different civic groups, faith based groups, I mean, reach out to, listen, if you're a Toastmaster, reach out to your Toastmaster group. We belong to so many different organizations, and we need to come together and build this web because we want to contain this lion that exists, this situation where people are dying in, and they don't need to die. It's preventable.
It's going to take all hands on deck to
Yes.
tackle this problem.
And I think this is a wonderful thing that is happening. I will say this little piece right here: social media can serve as a catalyst, it can
Yes.
help change things. And that is what we're asking you to do. Use this social media to save lives. It's up to us. If anything's going to happen, it's up to us. So that is all. I really don't want to climb on the soapbox and get to going. Um, Thank you again for allowing me to speak to this issue. We need to do this. This is our way of reaching out and saving lives until we see these babies and these moms as people and not just numbers. Until we do that and see them as our aunties and uncles and nieces and nephews and grandbabies, we'll be fighting this another day. We want to end mortality, in maternal mortality and in infant mortality. We want to end it. And
Yes. All of that. That is exactly what we're here for today. The time to act is now. Time
today,
has run out to be complacent.
yes.
Today's the day.
And 1, 2, 3, what we would like them to do and where they can find our links.
So the links you can find below this video. First
Mhm.
action item, contact your elected officials. Second
Yes.
action item, check out the organizations and efforts being made in Kansas at the grassroots level and
Uh-huh.
lend your support where you can.
Yes.
Third action item, tell everybody you know about the crisis.
Every network counts. Every network.
Yes.
All right. So bye bye. And I am not going to do the virtual wave. You know how when we end our meetings, we all go bye. We don't do that. I really am happy for this day. I think this is going to be huge. Use your voice. Use social media. Make a difference. This is our call to action.
Thank you.